Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics. It's that time of year, bearing in mind it's not really anything more than autumn, that we're getting a few 4x4s. Not the usual classic car that we sell, however, who can say no to a good 4x4? So you will see the odd Range Rover, Land Rover, and in this case we've got the VW Tourag, which I've got to say is a particularly nice car to drive, and this one is in a very rare colour scheme. I can't say I've seen another one in this lovely green, and also what's rare about this, it's a manual 6-speed gearbox. In my experience most of them seem to be autos. Now that immediately makes me focus on that thing on the back, and I would have thought, being a manual car, that's going to be popular for the people that want to tow. Now it's got the legendary TDI engine in, which gives this car quite remarkable fuel economy, considering it is a large 4x4. Bearing in mind you get the opportunity to choose high and low ratios and diff locks and all the usual settings of a 4x4. Very handsome, purposeful looking vehicle. 126,000 miles, which actually for 2003 TDI certainly isn't terrible. You go and have a look on the usual selling sites, and it's not uncommon to see these with 200,000 miles plus, so I'd like to think that this car's got a lot of life in it. The last MOT didn't have any advisories, and there is a receipt because they've just had 2 brand new tyres fitted on the front, and the rear ones are in very good condition, so I can't think of any immediate spend. In recent times the car has had a clutch and a mass dual flywheel, which is quite an expensive job. I think it's £1,100 I saw the receipt for, so you haven't got to worry about a clutch and a dual mass flywheel for a few years, I wouldn't have thought. Hopefully you can see from my walking around that the car is in very nice straight order, and you can see by looking down the side angles there that this car doesn't suffer any serious damage, any dents and parking scratches, that sort of thing. To my knowledge, I looked over the car quite carefully, and the only area I want to show you is that there's a little bit of paint off there, and I'm being fussy. And when I go around the other side, and I focus in on there, can you see there's a little tiny bit of paint there? And in regards to any other areas of concern, that's it. It's in remarkably good shape. You've got these nice running boards, very luxurious leather interior in the door cards and the seats, and look how well that seat is worn. Really good service history with the car, 2 sets of keys, very nice inside, tinted windows, a good headlining, and these leather seats and stuff are very good. You get a nice boot space with these. Now I've got a box of something in the back there, but load cover, and the spare wheel is underneath that carpet. Let's continue to have a look around. As you can see, the car is in good shape. I think it's worth mentioning that one challenge you get with these, they use kind of a rubberized paint, and one of the things you'll find is you see some of the paint comes off the switches. So off the switch gear, that rubberized paint does have a habit of wearing off, and you can see on the air conditioning switch there's a little bit of paint off there, and the same probably the controller on the radio. There's that manual gearbox, and there we are inside. But other than that, I'm talking about real sort of small areas here. Got parking sensors on the front and the rear, and just good all-round condition. Now the prices of these are a little all over the place, and this one is priced appropriately for its condition because the condition is really good. And I do believe having a manual one of these in a rare colour in this condition has got to be a good thing. These are well known for their reliability. The fact that you've got a car of this size with this engine that on a run can sort of do a touch over 30 mpg, or actually claims of up to mid 30s mpg is frankly remarkable. But I think at all other times having the diesel engine means they're a little more manageable than some of the huge engine versions. I mean, they certainly do the petrol 3.2, and they also do I think it's a big